Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Delhi Tarot, and these are your yearly reading for the sun, moon and the rising sign of Pisces. This is going to be your lovely group reading for the year 2025. Since it's a group reading, so I wanted to suggest that please pick it up what resonates with you. Please leave the rest for others. And there is a very common query that every time you guys are looking at the reading, you want to see at sun sign, moon sign, or the rising. I always tell all of you that you must look at least three signs, sun, moon and rising, in order to have a holistic time if your time permits or if it is feasible for you. Also, I wanted to suggest that I shall be doing the reading, the yearly reading from number 1 to number 9, which comprises of all date of birth, the initial date of birth. You must look at those readings also. I will be doing that reading in another 1 week of time, because that is also going to give you a very precise guidance for the upcoming new year. And before I move on, I wanted to thank each and every one of you. And we are now a rocking family of 14,000 organic people, and I'm so happy and so thrilled to tell you all it has been a lovely journey, and you guys have really trusted Delhi Tarot readings. As a special shout out to people who have trusted even for us their personal private reading, their therapies, hypnotherapy session, past life regression therapy sessions, inner child. You guys have shown a lot of trust and confidence in our services, and we really want to thank you for each and everything. Now, before I move on, I wanted to tell you that in case you wanted to have a personal, private, yearly reading with us, or you wanted us to do your numerology date of birth analysis, which is known as numeroscope, you may take the booking accordingly. All the booking details are mentioned in the description box below. But just keep in mind, whenever you're contacting us, we are now delivering the reading in minimum 4 to 5 days because of the flow, because whenever we approach the new year, there are a lot of bookings around this particular time. So Pisces, let's move forward with your reading. Your cards are already there in front of me. I have shuffled all the decks ranging from overall reading, energies, your tarot insights, your love relationship, your career specific guidance message, some soul journey message and angel therapy message as well. Now, just keep in mind that the year 2025 comes out to be number 9, and number 9 is the number of Mars, and Mars always require more hard work, additional hard work, in order to give you any result or reciprocation. So the kind of hard work you were putting earlier, this year, yes, there is going to be a great return, but the amount of hard work is going to be little more. So Pisces, let us see your energies throughout the year. You have the thinking woman. You also have lovely blossoming abundance coming your way. That's a lovely card. And you have a beautiful world out there. It's a very beautiful energy oracle card. This week, few things will come to major closures. Now, when I say major closures, something which was there in your life in order to guide you, teach you, the major closure is coming. The karmic cycle is coming to a natural ending, and you will see that you are now moving naturally to another chapter of your life. But everything is going to be peaceful, everything is going to be into your favor, and you will see that there is a gradual increase in your maturity, in the wisdom, how you perceive work, how you perceive your relationship. There is a shift coming into all that understanding. Overall, this year you will be thinking a lot. That means lot of planning, lot of strategy is already on your cards, and you will be doing that happily. Now, the overall energy reading is quite impressive, because what I see that even your practicality of mind, your logical, rational mind is going to positively impact your money side. It is going to impact positively your career side as well, which means this year you are going to take informed decision. You will take well thought decision, and also you will sense that when the cycle of a particular relationship, association, engagement is getting over. So that kind of maturity and wisdom is coming to you. Also, you will be able to use your knowledge, whatever you possess professionally or personally, you will be able to use all those skills up to its great extent. That means the potential wise you are going to grow, and that growth is going to give you materialistic results. I also see that this year you will have profits from investments. profit from properties, and even people who are looking forward for stock market investment, you may go ahead with that. But that particularly, if you talk about group, yes, overall group, the energies are very positive, but whether it is going to suit you personally, for that you always need to consider your date of birth as well. According to the numbers, you must invest in stocks. But overall, this year is actually very good. People who intend to go for property investments, you want to sell, because either ways, your overall money profit is going to be very good this year. The money inflow is also increasing, and I also see that you will be able to mirror every success very nicely. So that is what I was trying to tell you, that the overall maturity to look at things is going to enhance in this particular life, in this particular year. And yes, few chapters which are naturally coming to an end, it is going to give you a great sense of satisfaction and contentment as well. So it's a very good year for all lovely Pisces people. Let us now see what messages do we have with your tarot insights. You have the Hanging Man, you also have the Hierophant, and you have Ace of Swords. Now this year there will be a lot of new talk, new communication, new association. This year is a message that don't experiment extraordinary, or don't experiment those things in personal professional life which you have never experimented earlier. The card of Hierophant is a great indication that you will get a success on the tried and tested path. So if you want to change career, or if you want to move from one job to another, or if you want to do any kind of investment, or you want to try any kind of particular, property, let's say, you have to do the way you have been doing earlier. So do it more, do it with great intention, but don't try anything new out of the way, which is absolutely new for you. You have never tried that out. You don't know the technicalities, and you're completely dependent on other people for you to guide you. So that kind of work, that kind of line you need to avoid. However, there is also an indication that you will get a success for sure, because you already have a blossoming abundance. But the card of World, the closures will happen with little adjustment, little compromise, little modification at your end. For example, you want to close a deal, everything will not be as per your likes and desire. There will be certain shift, certain modification, which is absolutely okay. But by the end of the day, only you are going to get lot of favor, lot of benefit out of the complete closure. So look for the closure rather than lingering on the issues this particular year. Closure, any kind of closure, if it is happening on its own naturally, it is definitely going to be into your favor. Now let us see some specific career message, love relation message card. It's time for you to give your relationship another second chance. That means if you are encountering any major differences in your relationship when you are listening to this reading, or maybe next year you will encounter if any differences, any gaps between you and your partner, it is mainly, I'm sensing from the card of the reading, it is mainly from the perspective side. Both of you are growing apart, and that could be one of the reason. But the card is also giving an indication that you must have an open and an honest communication in order to sort out the differences. But it is going to be worth giving a second chance to the relationship. You also have a card of attraction, and the card says you're attracted. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So people who are single, be ready to mingle, because this year there is a huge possibility of your marriage, your formal engagement, and also people who are single. And if you are look out on your life partner, this year is going to be very favorable. And the card says free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And this is what we were discussing when I was reading your other cards, the Hierophant. It's time to be dependent on yourself. Don't be 100% dependent on other people in your life. Pisces, this is not just meant for you for the year 2025, but overall, try to bring back the control. Try to recover, retain your power, your control in your own hand. Don't be mentally, emotionally, especially financially dependent on anybody else. Just see that how you're able to collect all your power, collect all your confidence, and you are moving on to your journey without major risk. Or this year, even, I suggest people to take calculated risk, but for you I will not tell you to take even calculated risk, because this year is going to be a very good year for you financially. So don't take any major risk, just do things which are tried and tested and you're very sure of the process, of the result and of the whole thing, and see the beautiful result will come to you for sure. So no need of doing anything additionally experiment wise. Let us see what career related specific card do we have. We have a card of shedding. So one after the other, every card is actually coming it into the sequence. It says you are starting to outgrow your work situations. You need to set higher goals for yourself and standard. You work well in healing and medicine. So Pisces, this is also giving an indication that healing work, medicine work, occult work, healing is not always medicine wise. You can move into spiritual healing, spiritual awakening. A lot of people are adopting aura cleansing, chakra cleansing. If you are interested in this profession, then only you should shift. It is not like you are not practicing, you are not aware about it, or even you are not interested and suddenly you're seeing the reading and moving into that. If there is an inner calling of following this profession, then the card is giving you an idea, suggestion that yes, this could be a very successful profession for yourself. But overall, this year, your perspective, the way you look out at life, the way you look at your not just relationship, but primarily your career, your profession, what you are actually doing, that is going to see a major shift in understanding. And the other card is also the card of cutting ties. So yes, the closures, multiple closures this year. Every second or third month, you will see a major closure for sure. It says you may need to leave your current position or look for something better. Ending a job does not mean burning bridges. Go with grace. So yes, once the chapter gets closed, there is a possibility of you moving naturally to another chapter of your life. Do it amicably. Do it even though there is an adjustment and compromise. There is no harm, but the card is telling you don't cut your ties or burn your bridges. And the last card is of drama, and this is a very important card, Pisces. Be away from any gossip maker, people who make mess, people who do politics, people who just chat here and there. Just concentrate on your work. This year is definitely not the right year for you to move into any discussion, conversation which is not related to you directly. And the card says be aware of troublemakers in the workplace. The job you want may have too much up reveal to bear. Keep your emotions and gossips in check. Now, if you see your overall career related card, all the cards are very clear that this year you will close whatever you are professionally doing. Now, the new I'm sensing from your cards, that new might take little time, or it will start after 4 to 5 months. For example, you are closing something in the month of February, but you are restarting or you are starting something absolutely new by August, September. And in between, you are planning a lot, because overall, this year, your thinking process, your third eye chakra, your crown chakra, your upper end chakra, your the soul chakras, the chakras which are spiritual chakras above your heart chakra, they are very active this year. This year you will be moving into a lot of creation and innovation as well, but you will be thinking a lot. That means there is a change, major change, shift, turn coming to whatever you do personally or professionally. So give yourself that time, give yourself that space, and do not rush into something for which you are not sure, because either ways you have been guided to follow the traditional way you have been following. So just keep that in mind. But yes, there is a lot of planning, replanning, lot of strategy making which is going to happen this year. Now let us see some specific messages related to your astrological planet. Oh my goodness, you have a beautiful sun coming here. Now when sun is here, be sure of a very powerful opportunity coming your way, clearing all the clouds and bringing lot of clarity, vision. And the sun is also going to bring lot of name, fame, recognition into overall life. And the card says your immortal spirit, purpose and destiny is involved. So yes, lot of changes you may expect this year. And the other card you have is a card of fifth house. And the card says, where you have fun, romance, and creative things, you are going to be very proud of yourself. And the other card is a card of Cancer. And the message says, this energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and learning. It may concern family, a mother, or a child. And this is a very big good news for people who are looking forward to family extension. Yes, this year you are going to see a big good news into your family if you are waiting for that particular good news, a family extension, welcoming a baby in the family as well. Your lucky color for this year is definitely going to be bright yellow, being given by Lord Sun, and sea blue green color, and also some shades of lighter red. These colors are going to be very, very auspicious for you. However, when I'm reading this card for you, worshipping Lord Sun or giving water to Lord Sun every day or doing Surya Bij mantra, you may type it on Google or on YouTube. You may look for Surya Bij mantra, the mantra which is done for Lord Sun. Try to start that mantra from Sunday, and see, any Sunday you may start that. I have a lot of videos on that particular remedy, but I'm getting a sense that this is going to clear all your obstacles coming your way, small obstacles, challenges or hurdles coming in your way in the year 2025. Now let us see which crystal is going to be lucky for you, and the lucky crystal is going to be watermelon this is watermelon tourmaline, which is a very beautiful multicolor crystal, and the crystal message says stress reduction. De-stress your mind, body, and schedule, as you need to have some rest, recharge yourself, and it's time also for you to revive yourself. More than reviving for yourself, I would just say one thing: bring back your control in your own hand. Do not be mentally, emotionally, financially, or even spiritually be dependent of anybody else apart from your own self. Give priority to self-love and self-care this particular year. Now let us see what soul messages you need to know at this particular time, what you need to practice, what you need to affirm, or what you need to let go in order to have a soul journey movement this particular year. And the first card you have is the card of courage, and it says, I find the inner strength to face with confidence anything coming your way. Since beginning of the reading is giving lot of clues and ideas that bring back the control, and that is also the one form of being very courageous. When you are pulling all your fire back from people, you're not dependent on people, you are standing on your own feet with lot of courage, and even let go any kind of guilt, though the card of guilt is not into your favor. But I'm sensing the energies of the card that if you have guilt for anything you have done in the past, it's not a failure, because even if you feel there is a failure, it's an opportunity for you to learn and grow. And every one of us has to go through karmic lessons, so that is okay. Have courage to move on to your journey. And your other card is a card of humor, which says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life and choose to see the learning lessons and then move forward on my own life peacefully and happily, and bringing lot of joy into my life. If anything has happened, it has happened for your own good. Forget about it. Practice forgiveness and just move on your life journey ahead. Now let us see your final cards of the reading, your angel messages as always in the end. And you have a beautiful card which says there are big happy changes. Trust me, Pisces, this year you don't have to do anything extra as far as your professional life is concerned. Just see that how you can use your existing potential, existing assets, skills, and competencies to up to its best. Don't experiment anything which is not of your league, you have never tried, and either ways the big happy changes are going to come to your life for sure. The other card you have is, yes, you need to connect with your angelic side, angel communications, the signs, symbols. Give more and more attention to that aspect. And your last card of the reading is let go. Isn't it, when I was reading your soul journey message, we were talking about letting go, bringing the humor, the happiness, the joy back into your life, especially the control. have the gear of control in your own hand. The more you're only dependent on yourself, you reduce the expectations from others, you reduce your anxiety levels, your stress, and you are absolutely calmer in your own skin. That is going to give you a lot of independence. And just try this particular way of meditating, way of doing yoga, do some cleansing for your own self, because this year, if you're only going to concentrate on yourself, your focus, you're not dependent on other, trust me, you are going to receive great fame, fortune, and luck. And I also wish, Pisces, that you must get everything you desire in the year 2025. And needless to say, people do ask, are you going to do the Pisces reading? I always do all sun sign readings. Sometimes it gets little delayed, but I always cover all 12 signs. Now, when you're contacting me, just keep in mind you have to mention your complete name, your time zone, because that is also very important for me, because I am in a different time zone. And don't forget to check your number readings, which I'm going to upload in just another week's time. I wish you a very blessed year ahead. Keep your prayers on, and we shall be in touch for sure. Have a blessed 2025 year ahead. I'll see you next time very soon.